Shalom, fellow Kenyans and my followers globally. I'm Jambo. Today I rise to speak not about personalities, but about principles, about what should concern us as a nation and where we must focus our hope, where we must focus particularly regarding the future presidency. What should concern us is the corruption at the highest levels, the looting of public resources that has left hospitals empty, schools in ruin, and young people without jobs. I've been receiving a lot of inbox for people who want to get out of Kenya. What should concern us is the failure of leaders to declare their wealth transparently in a time when Kenyans are crying out for integrity. What should concern us is not what tribe a man or woman comes from, but whether they are prepared to lead with truth, transparency, and courage. What should concern us is whether the next president will open their books, seal the procurement loopholes, and stop the bleeding of the nation's resources. Because Kenyans have been wounded for too long. We have been betrayed too many times. We need a healer, a father, and a governor. One who will guide, gird, and grow this nation with justice and humility. Our focus must remain on Kenya's future, on what truly matters: integrity, transparency, and service. Why is wealth declaration important? Fellow Kenyans, wealth declaration is not a favor a leader does for us. It is a duty, because corruption is bleeding Kenya dry, and we cannot trust leaders with our resources if they will not show us what they have now. Because secrecy feeds impunity, and transparency is the only way to break the chains of looting. Wealth declaration is important because we have the right to know who we are entrusting with power. This office is sacred, and the one who seeks it must come with clean hands. Why must a potential president declare wealth? Because it sets the tone for government integrity. When the president leads in transparency, the nation follows. In this critical hour, we must be fair and we must be truthful. It is true that leaders like Fred Matiang'i, Martha Karua, and David Maraga so far don't seem tainted by corruption scandals. And this obviously is their strength, and we thank God for it. But even so, integrity is not claimed, it is demonstrated. Transparency is not optional, it is essential. Dr. Fred Matiang'i recently said, and I quote, "I don't know how much I am worth, and even if I did, that is not for public consumption, because I'm not a public official and you are not a commission to which I am supposed to declare my wealth." End of quote. With respect, I say that is not enough. We, the citizens of Kenya, have the right to know who we are entrusting this sacred office to. We understand you want to run for presidency. That's why we are asking. Whether you are a public official today or not, if you seek the trust of the nation tomorrow, your wealth declaration should be public, complete, and clear. Kenyans, we were warned about the current president. Many saw the signs, the corruption, the deception, the empty promises, but we did not listen. We cannot afford to make the same mistake in 2027. Kenya needs a president who will open their books fully, declare their wealth for public scrutiny, seal the procurement loopholes that feed corruption, digitize tenders, enforce lifestyle audits, and build systems that make looting impossible. Let your example as a potential president inspire. Let your transparency build trust. Let your words match the Kenya we long for. Fellow citizens, this is not a time for confusion or to be misled, and this is not a time for tribal royalty. This is not a time for empty slogans. As Gen Zs have led the way and demonstrated, let us demand clarity, let us demand accountability. As we prepare for 2027 elections, let us refuse to vote for anyone who will not open their books, who will not commit to cleaning up the rot, who will not stand for the truth. Let us not be distracted by noise. Let us focus on what will heal Kenya. What should concern us now is not what title they carry, but the trust they can earn. Fellow Kenyans, let us rise together. Let us be the generation that demands integrity. Let us build the Kenya we have long prayed for. Na sasa tusimame, tubadilishe, tujenge taifa jipya. Mungu ibariki Kenya, Mungu atulinde na vizazi vyetu vyote. Amina. This is Simon Kariuki coming to you from Melbourne, Australia. God bless you and thank you for listening.